Well, a very good evening to you all. I hope you're all doing well. It's Here we are, another week. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you can hear me okay. If you can give me a little nod to say you can hear everything I'm doing, but that'd be wonderful. But I'm going to play a couple of songs, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'm going to start with this one. I don't normally do this one first, but I'm going to anyway. There we go. Right. Hey, good evening to you all. Hope you're all doing well. So another week. Here we are, yet again. We've been 5 weeks of lockdown now. It's going quick, but we'll get through it one way or the other. But who we got online tonight? Graham, lovely to see you. Hope you're good. Jeffrey, Mick, what bridge tremolo do you use? Really doesn't matter too much to me, as long as it's got a trem of some sort. This has got a normal 6-post, a vintage style one. I've also got 2 posts on some of the others, but and I've also got the Burns has got 3 posts, so it's a bit of everything. So I hope that answers your question. And Ernest, what pickups are fitted to your Red Strat? It really depends what Red Strat you're talking about, because these are standard Squire Classic Vibe pickups, and the one with the maple neck's got Seymour Duncan Antiquity pickups. So I hope that helps. It's right. Let's play another song and start a bit early on this one. I normally do this one a little bit later, but we'll do Tuesday Night at the Reynolds household. go. How you all doing? Oh, not doing that just yet. Let's have a quick look. Evening, Angie. Hope you're good. Keith, have you got a Line 6 Helix in your arsenal? Just wondered what your thoughts are on them. Keith, to be honest, I would love a Helix, but they are extremely expensive. And I did try the HX Stomp for a little while. Didn't have it too long, but there was some good sounds in there. But it was a little bit too much to choice and stuff. I mean, you can change the speakers and you can change where the mic sits and everything, and there was just too much choice for me there. But yeah, so I haven't really delved into them, but I know a lot of people do really rate them, so I hope that helps. Those of you interested, someone mentioned last time about doing a donation. You don't have to do a donation at all. It doesn't bother me either in the slightest, but if you would like to do a donation, there is a little link in the description of this below, and any donations I'll be putting to St Francis Hospice, charity very close to my heart. So if you'd like to, it would be appreciated, but you don't feel you have to. Okay, right, let's carry on. Let's do a bit of Shadugi. Fabulous. Hope you're enjoying that. Barry, evening. Hope you're good. Dale, lovely to hear from you. Hope you're good. But no problem at all. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Hope you're all staying safe, of course. That's the main thing in these particular times. But let's do. What should we do? Let's have a look. Let's have a flick through the. While it's on that particular patch, you might as well do it. This is Atlantis. There we go, the fabulous Atlantis. Evening, Nick. Wow, good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing good. It's Dave. Yes, it is a Zoom G3X with Hall's Echo patches, and that goes into the Boss Katana sitting here, and then there's an output out of the speaker out of that into my interface. So hopefully you can hear everything all good. William, gauge strings am I using? This has got 11 to 49s, I think, but I can't remember what brand of. They're all gold ends, so it's not my usual Dodarios. So they're probably elixirs of various types. I don't really pay too much attention to strings. This one's got 11s on. Some of the others got 10s. I've tried 12s and 13s, and yeah, I played one of my strats with 13s for about 10 minutes at a gig, and put it down and went back to using the one with 11s. So yes, it's as long as the guitar's set up, it doesn't matter too much what sort of strings and stuff you use. Pretty much, I find. But right, let's go for someone's asked for Kentucky. Matthew, absolutely, we can do that for you. Let's just find the patch. I apologise for the clicking in advance. But, there we go. So a bit of Kentucky. There we go, bit of Kentucky. But hope you enjoyed that, and I hope and pray everything is sounding okay, as it, everything's in balance and everything. But hopefully that helps. Oh, William, Cavatina, great song. There might be a problem with that because I'm using a small screen tonight, so I would probably struggle reading the tab for that. But I don't play that one enough to remember it off by heart. But I can probably do something similar, which I think you all know is probably what it's going to be. But let's have a flick through the patches. I'll tell you what, in the meantime, I'll do Shindig first, and then I'll come back to that in just a moment. bit of shindig. It's, thank you, Barry. Very kind of you. Thank you very much. Lots of requests. John, I'm using a Zoom G3X programmed with the Hall's Echo patches, and that goes into the Boss Katana and into the interface. Dale, I use at the moment I'm using a Focusrite 2i2, I think. Had that, yeah, Scarlett 2i2. Had that quite a while. That's going into a program called OBS, which is a live streaming sort of program. But if I'm not live streaming, then I just use Reaper on here, or on the Mac I use GarageBand or Logic. So it's the program doesn't make too much difference in that respect. But there we go. Right, what have we got? Theme for Young Lovers, Wonderful Land. Okay, absolutely, we can do all of those, all of the above. In fact, while I'm closest to it, let's do... Oh no, they're in a fairly similar place. So in which case we'll do Theme for Young Lovers first, and then I'll do Wonderful Land. There we go, a bit of Theme for Young Lovers there. And what's we got? Chris, lovely to hear from you. Hope you're good. Adelaide, wow. John, yes, to be honest, I've had I had two Hall & Collins over the last. I think I had got one as soon as it came out, and then I sold it about a year or two later. The only downside to the Hall & Collins for me is the cost, but you know it is what it is compared to the TVS3. But it's just a little bit too specific for what I do. Whereas with the Zoom G3X, you've got the tuner built in, you've got a volume pedal built in, You can also use it as a USB interface, so you can connect it to your computer and record direct. And for gigs and stuff, it just saved me having to take out. I was taking out the Hall & Collins Echo, and then a distortion pedal, a volume pedal, and a few other things, and it just enabled me to simplify my setup a little bit. But the Hall & Collins is a great unit, and if I was doing gigs, I've said it before, if I was doing gigs, sorry, not gigs, if I had a nice studio where I could have a nice Vox AC30 Heritage with a custom shop Strat, then a Hall & Collins and a TVS Echo would be all I'd need, and I'd get lost for days. But unfortunately, when you're doing quite a few gigs like we were doing before all this started, it was really about simplifying a setup and just finding something that works. And as I say, this guitar was about £300, I think, so it's nice and cheap. The Echoes are about £200 all in all, including the unit. And then these amps are about £169, I think I paid for this one when it was new. So for less than £600, I've got the entire setup, and I can gig with this. I can play it indoors. I can do pretty much everything with it. So I hope that answers your question. But Guy earlier, lovely to hear from you. Hope you're well. Mark, wonderful to hear from you. John, the Blue Nebula, I don't have anymore, unfortunately. Again, good unit, but a little bit too specific for my liking. I had a problem with mine. A couple of the patches stopped working, and I had to send it back and get it repaired, and I sort of lost a bit of faith in it, really. But again, good unit. They're just too. It's all about flexibility, really, for me. The Zoom just works for me, but. There we go. Right, sorry, where were we? Bit of wonderful land. Let me see if I can find the backing track for it. There it is. Right, wonderful land. I thought I'd left the mic on. All good fun, never mind. That's Sawadi. I hope I've pronounced your name correctly. Greetings from Bangkok. Wonderful. Great to hear from you. Hope you're good. Mick, no, I've never met Hank as yet. He's still on my to meet list. I've met Bruce and all the others, but no, not Hank as yet. Hank and Cliff are both still on the to meet list. You never know, it might happen one day. But there we go. Right, what we got? We've got 68 people watching tonight. It's brilliant. Hope if you are enjoying this, as I say, please give me a like. That would be really appreciated. I see 13 of you have done already, so that's brilliant. Appreciate that. Oh, sorry, Mandy, I've missed you. There we go. Nice to hear from you again. Hope you're good. Right. Let's go back to the start. Go to the patches, all the way back. Okay. Gonna take a moment now just to gonna do a song, special song for this one as soon as I find it. Mine having a blank moment. Bear me one moment. Right, there it is. Got it. Okay, I'd like to. I'm not sure if they're watching, but I'd like to dedicate this to my sister-in-law. Sadly, her brother passed away yesterday of COVID, which is absolutely awful. And I'd like to play this song as dedication to him and to her. This is a beautiful song by the Beatles called "End My Life." There we go, dedicated to Lee there. Right, what have we got? Dick Dale. I would love to play some Dick Dale, but I can't play that, unfortunately. Backing's a bit higher than the guitar, is it? Okay. Evening, Ray. Hope you're well. Anyone else backing a bit higher than the guitar, maybe? Shall I turn it down ever so slightly? Let's turn it down a little bit. See if that helps. Right, what haven't we done yet? What haven't we done? John, I use Reaper on PC, and on Mac I use GarageBand and or Logic, depending on which is working at the time, because Logic's had a couple of problems since the last update, so it's given me a few problems. But for a lot of what I do, I only need 2 tracks anyway, so it's just one for the backing track and one for the guitar. So, right, where are we going here? Yes, let's do Riders in the Sky. There we go, bit of Riders in the Sky. Let's have a look. Evening, Paul, hope you're good. Excellent, Ray, glad you've said that, that's wonderful, thank you. Graham, Perfidia, it's a great song. I could probably play you the intro to it at the moment, but I would very much struggle to be able to do anything like that, unfortunately. Yes, absolutely, Dave. Jim Stewart, hope you're watching, hope you're enjoying. Yes, absolutely, hi to you all. Hope you're all doing really, really good. Mick, have I ever made a DVD of me playing? No, because no one would ever watch it. It would be used for target for frisbees or something. No, there is a DVD of my band floating around, the Wannabe Shadows. If you haven't checked us out already, please do. No, there's no links anywhere, but the wannabeshadows.co.uk. We were doing gigs pretty much all over the UK. We were out in Finland in January, and yes, obviously with things going on at the moment, it's this has become my next project for the foreseeable, I think. But I am getting some new gear coming this week, hopefully, to try and make these a little bit more, a little bit better quality and stuff, and a bit more interesting for you all. But hopefully you're all enjoying it so far, so I do appreciate your support. It's wonderful. Thank you. Gerard, absolutely sleepwalk. Yes, certainly. I reckon I can just about manage that one for you. There we go, a bit of sleepwalk. But there we go. Let's wow, so many. Tell us what gear is coming. Rog and Jill, sorry. Yes, hope you're good. Thank you very much. John, nothing too exciting. I've just got to. I'm using a webcam at the moment, and I've bought a funky little thing that lets me connect up my proper camera and stuff, so you can hear that better. And I'm also going to swap out the Focusrite and use a proper mixer, because at the moment it doesn't actually sound that great in these earbuds. It sounds not very good. But when I listened back to it last time, it sounded pretty good and okay. So that's why I get the problem. So I've got a little mixer coming that I can hear it before you guys hear it, and hopefully it will be really good. Be a little bit more inspiring this end as well, because there's nothing worse than when you're playing away and it doesn't. If you don't get the sound necessarily right, it doesn't. It's a little bit frustrating because it doesn't help your. Doesn't give you a lot of feedback as such to play. But there we go. Hope that helps. I can't see if that's an A or an E. I'm hoping it's an E. Seppo, maybe. We were playing in. Good question. In Finland, it was the Tauastinuka Rumble or something along those lines. I can't even tell you where it was in Finland, but I know we flew into Helsinki, and then it was about a 60-mile drive from there to the venue. But it was a really good event, and yes, it was a lot of fun actually. Really good. But we were hoping to be going back out to Finland at some point later on in the year. But I think that could be next year now. There's also talk of us going back to Holland to do the Cliff and the Shadows meeting again. We did that last year or the year before, and then the year or so before that. So it would be good to go back out to there again. Always enjoy playing at the Shadows meetings. It's always good fun. Yes, there we go. Greetings from Canada, Wayne. Wow, thank you. Greetings from Canada, absolutely. So hope you're all keeping safe and doing as you're told. It's interesting times at the moment. But it's hopefully we're gonna be getting out the other side in the not too distant future and start having a little bit relax for a little while. But in the meantime, let's play some great music, and I'm going to do this next track. This is Peace Pipe, and I make no apologies for any bum notes on this one. Something about that song and always catches me out. There we go. Oh wow, okay. Jean P. Apologies, I can't even attempt to pronounce your surname, I'm afraid. But thank you very much. Greetings from the USA. It's fabulous to see so many people from so many countries. There's obviously nothing good on television tonight. But well, we've got 74 of you watching at the moment. That's brilliant. Wonderful. So I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Right, Les, absolute. Thank you very much. Bougainvillea is a beautiful song, and no, I'm not going to pretend to know the name of every note on the fretboard at all. I know a lot of the scales, majors, minors, and things like that. And once you know sort of what key it's in, normally you can work it out. But a lot of the time, it's just a case of doing it by ear, really. You just listen to it, and it's really good to actually, you can slow down, put the track in a program, for example, and slow the track down a little bit without changing the changing the key of the song. And literally just a case of just keep listening to the note, and then eventually after a bit of time you'll work out where the note you're playing is, it a little bit sharper or flatter, and then you can then work the note, and then you move on to the next note, and eventually it does become sort of second nature, really. It does make it a lot easier. So I hope that helps. It's Chris, thank you very much. Right, what else we got? Let's have a look. What's the next on my patch list that I can play? Let's do. Yeah, someone asked for this the other day, and I struggled to find the backing track, so I've got the backing track definitely tonight. So let's do it. Hopefully, if I haven't lost it again. No, I remember, because it's put it in a different place. These are in alphabetical order, and The Rise and Fall of Flingle Bunt is currently sitting between Peace Pipe and Round for some reason. I'd have expected it to be under T, personally, but there we go. First world problems. There we go, the rise and fall of Flingelbunt. But, what we got? Les, I've literally just done Sleepwalk, but I will do Midnight for you in the not too distant future. I promise. I'll do that one for you. Someone asked for a little bit of the late great Billy Fury, so let's do this one. This is Do You Really Love Me Too? There we go. Apologies for that. But Alice. There it is. That note. But all good fun. Right. What else have we got? Let's do. Yes. Let's do Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. we go. Lovely bit of Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. Hope you enjoyed that. But Les, Burns, just making sure the mic's on. Yes, excellent. Burns 64 Ultrasound, wonderful. The Burns Dream is a great guitar, and I really should use it more often. But I just find compared to the Squire, the quality is better than the Squire. I think my earpiece is just falling apart. Bear me one moment. Yes, as I mentioned, the Squire is a great guitar, and I use it a lot. And but the Burns is a lovely guitar, but then it is 3 times the price, 4 times the price now, I think. These are about £350. They don't make them in this spec anymore, unfortunately. But they do, at the moment, they're doing a lovely Fiesta Red maple board with gold hardware for about £350 at the moment. So, yes, well worth checking out. Lovely guitar, and very well worth it for the price. I hope that helps. Evening, Tony. Hope you're well. We're getting some lovely songs thrown at me here. The Stars Fell in Stockton. That's a great track. I can't play that. Can't play that, unfortunately. And Find Me a Golden Street is another great track that I can. I learned once, played a few times, and they didn't play it for a little while and suddenly forgot it. And I've still not gone back to relearn that one, unfortunately. But when I was on Britain's Got Talent, were you criticised by the idiot Cal? Do you know what? Britain's Got Talent was a really surreal experience for me. It's not like you expect. What you see on television is very different to what the actual process is. I was at the venue for the recording of that for 12 hours. I got there at 8 o'clock in the morning and finally left about 8 o'clock in the evening, and I was only on stage for about 10 minutes, I think, if that. Various photo shoots, interviews and stuff like that. And it was quite strange, actually, because they said to me on the actual performance, they said to me during the interview, where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? And I said, well, I'd like to have, had maybe an album out or something and met my heroes and stuff like that. And they said to me, no, you've got to be bigger than that. You've got, you're going to be the guitar equivalent of Justin Bieber and all this sort of thing. And it was, it's quite set up, to be honest, in my opinion. But it was good fun. I got him on the stage, and but there we go. I hope that answers your question. Philip, good to hear from you. Hope you're good. No, I'm not using either of those. This is the volume pedal on the Zoom G3X that I'm using at the moment. Guitar into the G3X, into the Katana, and I'm using the volume pedal on the Katana. It's not got quite as much travel as my old Boss one used to have, so it's a little bit delicate to do some of the the things, but it does the job. It's all in one, so it works really well. One Moment in Time, that's a brilliant track, John. Again, I'd love to be able to play that. I'll have to dig the tabs out for that one, because I'd love to play that. My dear old dad, bless him, that's one of the last songs he probably heard before he passed away. He had that playing. He loved the Shadows rendition. He loved my rendition of it. So I'll have to try and do that one for you one time. But let's do Bright Eyes, I think. Yeah, let's do that one. There we go, lovely bit of Bright Eyes. That's Eden Edwards, Eden Albert. Walk Right Back. That's, do you know what? I really enjoyed doing that with my good friend Dave Monk. We've done quite a lot of those duets recently. We're going to try and do another one in the next couple of weeks. But he is brilliant at working out the harmonies and stuff like that. He's really, really good at it. Wish I could do it. I can't work out harmonies at all. But I can certainly work out the main part. But John, that's a great track. Yes, absolutely. You Will Be Forever. No, I've not. I'm playing catch up at the moment with a lot of these songs. Trying to. There's so many good songs out there that make great instrumentals or are great instrumentals, and I keep working on them. But I will try and do them all one day. But anyone planning a holiday this year? Because if you are, it's cancelled, and I dedicate this to you. Not quite how I was intending to cancel that, but there we go. Mustang, brilliant song, absolutely. Oh, day in the life videos, absolutely. I will try and yes, I will try and do those. I couldn't. It wouldn't be much fun doing a day in the life at the moment. I get out of bed at about 8:45, do a little bit of work, but thankfully I don't have to go out, so that's all. It's all good. But there we go. Saturday night at the Duck Pond I've already done, Michael, I'm afraid, sorry. As I've also done Theme for Young Lovers as well. But Mustang I do. I have done. Probably can't play at the moment, but I'll learn that one. I will learn that one, definitely. Don't I have a fan club? Oh dear. Fan club, I don't know about that. It's right, and what else can I do? Someone likes Cozy. I can't remember who it is, but I'll do that one because I like playing that one as well. So I keep saying that. I like playing them. I like playing every single one of them. I think they're all brilliant songs. If anyone's interested, Friday night, if you're in the UK, BBC 4, 9 PM, there's a documentary on about the Shadows. About an hour long. I look forward to that. Should be good fun. I'm not sure it's going to be anything too revealing, but it should be make a difference to the usual repeats of things at the moment. But this is Cozy. There we go, lovely bit of cosy. Hope you enjoyed that. Do I know spring is nearly here? Yes, I think so. But sometime, Matthew, I'm assuming you mean somewhere rather than sometimes. I did do I did do it once. But yeah, I did do it once. I'll have to learn that one again as well. I can certainly do Spring is Nearly Here. That's a great track. And I've got the backing track for it. Josh, do I have any pets? No, I haven't, unfortunately. Not anymore. I had a little Dachshund until about 5 weeks ago now. I had to have him put to sleep, unfortunately, at 19 years old. But 18 years old even. My little boy, bless him. But Phil, yes, I have played Atlantis, I think. I think I've played it. Yes. Right. Yes, Ken. The katana, to be honest, isn't actually doing a lot. It's all the main, middle, treble and bass are all set at halfway. I'm actually using the 10-band EQ inside the amp, so I can't show you that. That's basically just boosting the mid-range and slightly trimming the bass and the treble. A bit like the settings for the what was the K-line EQ pedal. But Pipeline, Phantom of the Opera, wow, the old romantics. There's a lot of great songs you lot are chucking at me tonight, but I don't know them. It's about as much as I know of Pipeline, and then it goes up one, I think. That's about as much as I know of that one. But there we go. Right, let's do Spring is Nearly Here, because summer is nearly here instead. we go. Lovely bit of spring is nearly here. Also known as summer will be here before we know it, especially with the way things are going. But there we go. What we got? Let's have a look. Salvador, greetings. Hope you're well. Michael, Blue Star. Yes, I reckon I can do that. Cotton picking. No, I don't even think I've heard of that one, Edward, unfortunately. But someone's asking about the blue guitar behind me. But yes, the guitar with the block markers behind me. Wow, you've got very good eyesight. Oh, that is my Burns King Cobra. Yes, I had this about 4 weeks now. I'm using it quite a lot. It's I'm just not keen on the very big tremolo arm at the moment. Tremolo arm's really, really big in comparison to this one, so I need to change that once lockdown goes, and I will give that a whirl again. But it's a great guitar, again, similar sort of price to one of these. This has got locking tuners on it. Compared to this one, they are trisonic pickups. They're a little bit quieter than the Strat, but other than that, it's a fun guitar. And I do have an obsession with blue guitars, as you've probably seen if you've watched most of my videos. I own 4 blue guitars at the moment, and yeah, there's something about blue guitars, they're just a bit different, aren't they? But John, yes, I do have a Facebook page if anyone's interested. Steve Reynolds Guitarist, check it out. Also on Instagram and the various, like I'm sure most people are these days. Yes, I do need to, once things sort themselves out, I will be going to see Dave again. It's been a long time, but what else we got? French Dressing, that's a great track, Wayne, absolutely. Mark Knopfler's Going Home, I'm going to learn that again, because I played that for a friend's, family member's funeral last year. It was a great track, and yeah, I played that, and I'm going to relearn that because it's the anniversary coming up soon, so I'm going to try and yeah, I'm gonna definitely learn that one again, and I'll try and do that one. Right, what else have I got here? Let's have a look. Let's see if, where's the tracks? Do try and do something a little bit. Yeah, I think I can just about manage this one. Oops, where's the someone just see a chat come up there. Let's have a quick look. What was that? A tune called Dreams. I will certainly, if you've got a link to it, Les, feel free to email it to me, steve@stevereynolds.co.uk, and I will certainly take a look at it, absolutely. Right, this is one I done the other night, and quite enjoyed doing this one. It's a nice simple little tune. Can't remember who wrote it. Who did it now? Yes, I can. Bit of Neil Sedaka. Let's do this one. old carol. I am but a fool. Darling, I love you, though you treat me cruel. You've hurt me, and you made me cry. But if you leave me, I will surely die. There we go, something a little bit different. Bit of old carol there. Hope you enjoyed that one. Something a little bit. Take care, Barry. Look after yourself. Mozart Forte. Wow. The Lonely Shepherds, Parisian Walkways. You're getting some brilliant songs coming this way tonight. It's wonderful. I'd love to be able to play them all. I really would. But one for you, Philip. Honest. Right. Let's see if I can find it. It's here somewhere. See if I can. I should be able to do it. This is becoming a bit of a like a sketch show. But right, I'll give it a try. This is Diana. Bit of Diana there. That's briefly followed by a bit of old carol. That's Albatross. Oh, The Miracle. That's a great song, Chris. Absolutely. Again, another one I haven't played that for a long time. It's down here somewhere. I'll try and do that one for you another time, I promise. There we go. No problem at all, Philip. You take care. Look after yourself. Take care, Karen. Look after yourself. Right, I'm going to do probably another 20 minutes or so, and then I think I'll have to see about knocking it on the head for tonight. But a few requests coming in, so let's do, while I'm on this patch, let's do this one. This is Heartbeat. There we go, lovely bit of Heartbeat. Can't remember who asked for that earlier, so but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Someone's just asked for Midnight. Who asked for that? Yes, Dave, absolutely, I will definitely do Geronimo in a moment. Yes, let's do Midnight first of all. Let's go for that one. we go. Lovely bit of midnight there. But right, someone asked for it, and I've got my mind's gone blank at the moment. But let's find it. Someone asked for Geronimo. Geronimo. Let's find Geronimo. It's here somewhere. And it's in the G section, which is always good. There we go. A bit of Geronimo. Had to think then. There we go. Les, there are loads of places for the tab for midnight. There is a website called tabman.co.uk, which has all the tabs. They're really, really good quality. I think they're about £4.50 each, something like that. But I hope that helps. Rhythm of the Rain. Do you know what, Albert? I was looking at that one the other day to do again. It's been a long time since I played that. But Greg, It's a Man's World. I would love to be able to play that, but I've not learned that one as yet. But I will try and do that one, I promise. But and Stephen Harper, evening. Hope you're doing well. Okay, I'm gonna play a couple more, I think, and then sort of call it a night, I think, because it's getting a little bit late here. But someone asked for Round and Round earlier, so I'm going to do that one for you right now. There we go, lovely bit of round and round. But wow, Gitaran, hope I've pronounced that correctly. Kuala Lumpur, wonderful. Hope you're doing good. Bubble Burst 56. I think I know who that is. No, that is a shame. Situation, I suppose. But hopefully, I'll see you in October. But Stephen Harper, how am I getting on with the lockdown? I'm alive, so that's good. It's awful at the moment. I've lost a family member and a couple of friends. So it's tough, but we'll keep going. Music will get us through, and we'll come out the other side. So hope you're all keeping well and staying safe. That's the main important thing. That's British Columbia. Wow, fabulous. No, Keith, I don't use a compressor. I've thought about using a compressor because my playing, especially when I get carried away, tends to be a little bit, sometimes I play really, really soft and pick wrong, and then I play really, really loud. But a compressor would probably help to just smooth things out a little bit. But I haven't needed one to now, so whether I'll experiment with one in the future, we'll see. But right, let's keep the momentum going for a little while. Someone asked for this just now. This is Dance On. There we go, a little bit of dance on there. Right, someone asked about backing tracks. R. Ward. Backing tracks come from a variety of places, really. There's a few, depends what song I'm doing. If it's a Shadows specific track, then they tend to come from Leo's Den on the Shadows Workout albums, or UB Hank. If they are songs that are not Shadows versions, that they're sort of my own type of versions, then they tend to come from karaoke version or YouTube or wherever I can find something that works, really. So hope that answers your query. Les Burnskin Cobra. Do you know what, they are really, really nice guitars actually. I use mine quite a lot. Chris, what do I think of the Art Deco patches? They're okay. They're not bad at all. They're not as good in my opinion as the Echoes from the past patches, or the Hall's Echo patches, but they certainly get you a good, it's a good starting position. But they're obviously a lot cheaper than the Hall's Echo patches. I think the Hall's Echo patches are £80, and the Art Deco patches are only £30, and they do a lot more different units. The Hall's Echo only does the Zoom G3 and G5. So, but as I say, I use the G3X and really enjoy it. What you're hearing now is the Zoom G3X with the Hall's Echo patches. So, hopefully that answers your question. But right, I'm gonna do 3 more songs, and then I'm gonna say goodnight. So let's have a quick look, see what we've got. Let's do Foot Tapper. Keep a bit of. There we go, lovely bit of Foot Tapper. Hope you enjoyed that. Jeff, lovely to hear from you. Hope you're good. Shed Club. Yes, yes, it would have been actually. It's can't wait to get back up to the Shed Clubs again. It's been too long. Right, there's a lot of songs I haven't done tonight, but I'm gonna do. Yes, I'm going to do this one. Someone asked for it earlier, and I can't believe I haven't done it already, because I normally do this one fairly early. But this is Telstar. There we go, fabulous bit of Telstar. Right, let's go all the way to there. It's a great track, isn't it? Telstar, I love that one. That's one of the tracks, I forget what the album was called now, but it was an album of the 80s. And I think Telstar was on it. Something like Equinox Part 5 as well, Mozart Forte, dare I say it, Moonlight Shadow even. That, for me personally, that period of the Shadows, a lot of the covers were actually really, really good. A lot of people aren't particular fans of them. They prefer the early period of the Shadows from 58 to about 63. But I must admit, I love some of the later stuff. It's Greg, greetings, British Columbia, wonderful. Albert, my music's keeping you awake, is it? I better stop then. I always dedicate this next song to my dear good friend, Mr. Stuart Watts. I think you know what this one's going to be, but he practices very hard when he plays this one. Got the perfect wrist action for it. This is The Savage. go, the Savage. I hope you enjoyed that. But, take care, Edward. Look after yourself. Bernard, wonderful to hear from you. I hope you're good. Yes, I'm going to do a session next Sunday on Facebook. Next Sunday evening, 9 PM on Facebook. If anyone's interested, on my Facebook channel, Facebook page, Steve Reynolds Guitarist. And yes, I'll be YouTube Tuesday, and hopefully you'll have the new camera and everything, and you'll be able to see my face much better. That's probably not a good thing. But Peter, do I prefer maple or rosewood fingerboards? Interesting question. I don't really have a preference, to be honest. I like the look of a bird's eye maple fingerboard, but in terms of playing, it doesn't bother me too much, really. I don't notice much difference. I like modern style finishes. I don't like nitrocellulose on necks and stuff because they get sticky. This one is I think it's polyurethane, a modern sort of finish, and it's just so hard wearing. It doesn't stick at all. It doesn't cause me any problems. As I say, this guitar in particular, I keep coming back to this, but I've had this 5 years now, something like that. I've done well over 100 gigs with this guitar, along with numerous other events and stuff, and it's about, I think it cost me £300, something like that. And there was a video on it actually, because the neck was broken in half when I bought it bought it used, and it got broken in the post. So I managed to find a Squire Simon Neil neck to replace it, thankfully, which was wonderful. And yeah, it's an amazing guitar. I can't fault it at all. It's been well used. It's covered in scratches. Got a massive dink there where I dropped a microphone on it and took some paint off. But yes, it's a wonderful guitar. And yes, I use gauge 11s on this. These are 11 to 49s. I think they're Elixirs, probably Nano Web or something like that. Can't remember. I don't pay too much attention to the strings that I use. I've used Didarios, I've used Ernie Balls. So these are Elixirs as far as I know. I've used 10s, I've used 11s, I've used 12s, I've used 13s. And I settle on 11s because they're a nice compromise between, between the whole lot. But some of the Strats I've got 10s on. It doesn't. I just like it's something a bit different, really. But as long as the guitar's comfortable, it doesn't matter too much. But right, let's do one more song. Let's have a quick look. What have we got still that I haven't done yet? Let's do The Stranger. I think Poppy asked for this earlier. I'm not sure if she's still on. But if she is, this is for you. we go. Let's have a quick look. Yes, John, absolutely. You can't go wrong with some of the Squires. Some of the Squires are brilliant. Dave, why do I remove the rear cover on the guitar? There's a very good reason for that. This guitar has a floating tremolo system, which you might be able to see. And when the cover's on the back, if I snap a string midway through a gig, which hasn't ever happened, but it could do, the block falls back against the body, and it means it doesn't line up with the hole in the plate at the back. So I then, if I was in the middle of a gig, I'd have to take the plate off anyway to change the string. So I tend to leave it off. All of them are off. It just makes it easier. It's purely a choice that doesn't make much difference, but it just makes life easier if they do snap. It saves having to take the back cover off. But, right, there we go. What am I going to finish on? Let's finish on Living Doll. There we go. Right, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much. Take care, look after yourselves. As I say, Facebook, Steve Reynolds Guitarist. Instagram, Steve Reynolds Guitarist. If you do want to make a donation, so you don't have to, but if you'd like to make a donation, there is a link in the description below that I'm going to donate to St Francis Hospice, the wonderful people who looked after my dear old dad, bless him. But hope you enjoyed. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all very, very, very soon. Told you I'd see you soon. One of those dreadful showbiz tricks, as they say. But right, no, I am definitely going to finish on this one, as the Shadows always did. This is FBI. There we go. Oh dear, I was wondering how many of you were going to hang around, but right, this is definitely going to be the last one, and dedicate this to my dear old dad, and yes, of course, everyone else. This is the last one for me tonight. Thank you very much again. This is The Wonder of You. There we go. Good night, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye for now.